All right, so here's a bunch of the orders that are going to be shipped out right now. There's a whole stack. Usually the weekends are pretty busy, so I have everything kind of laid out. I'll be signing a lot of these. These are my luggage when I travel. I've been using these bags, which people make fun of my bags, but they're actually nothing anyone would steal, right? So a lot of spillover from my warehouse in North Carolina. This is a lot of miscellaneous. I do a lot of mystery t-shirts for the leftover stuff, because as you know, anyone that's been in the clothing business, these are all our energy drinks from all our sponsors, some of the old product over there. But I know it's kind of messy. But I just want to show you guys a little behind the scenes, what goes on. You know, I have some of the returns come back here. But here we are. We're in the warehouse right now. I had to shut the air off. You know, we have a swamp cooler in here, but when it's super windy in here when I'm trying to pack, the papers fly all over the place. But so we have probably, I would say about 40 orders that I had to take care of today. So I'm going to pack those, and I'll kind of show you guys. I put them in, and I usually just drop them because I have like a drop off if I miss, the mailman comes at about 12. But usually I'm in and out of this office, I'm not here lengthy time. I just try to work from home and then come down here and film this stuff. So I'll keep you guys up to date. Once again, thanks for following the channel, and people like the behind the scenes stuff. So I'll show a little bit more. All right, so I actually physically just dropped all this stuff off. I go to the back of this post office. Sorry guys, a little bumpy. I'm just holding my camera here, but the postman did not show up. He usually comes either early or a little late, so I want to get done a little earlier today, just because I want to hit the gym and I want to film a little bit. I got to train very quickly yesterday morning. I hate that when I have to rush through my workouts, because we had a lunch set up like at 11:45. We had to be on the strip, and I was training at literally 10 o'clock, so I had to be done by 11, so I didn't even get my cardio or my abs or anything like that, because I had taken the day off before that because I was traveling to the Protein House appearance this past weekend. So gonna head home, probably eat a meal, and then hopefully I'll hit the gym here a little earlier today, so I'm not training super late tonight. And they're not working at the house today, but tomorrow they come and finish the carpets in the theater, and then the next phase, we're trying to figure out what that is, because honestly it's hard every day having someone show up at 7:30 at my house. We do travel the end of the week, so you know, we usually been having them come do all their stuff in between when we're on our trip or whatever else. But like I said, appearances are done for a minute, which I'm super happy about, because I'm just getting a little burnt. I was traveling weekend after weekend, and you know, I feel like I can't get things done during the week, so I'm going to be on point this week, get a little more content in. I shot some reels last week. The reels are what kind of the short form stuff's what we've been working on. I've, you know, based on the YouTube algorithms and whatnot, short form seems to work really well, and obviously I'm doing it for TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram and all that too. So, but it's hard because I'm trying to balance out all the other brands. I'll talk about that. You know, obviously TRT Kingdom, you know, the athletics brand, and you know, MegaFit. The list goes on and on. I'm trying to launch an energy, canned energy right now, so we're trying to work on that. But nutrition it's on fire right now. You guys seen our carnitine pumped out there, so really happy about that. We're heading in a great direction. All right, little gym time, guys. So today is shoulders, and I always talk about how I have incorporated all these different movements into my routine. And what I'm going to do is I always start shoulders with pre-exhaust movements, so side laterals. So I warm up with like 2 sets, get the shoulders going a little bit. It's always my first exercise, the seated side lateral, dumbbells, and then pyramid the weight up. But I like to do them seated. So my rest time, guys, 45 to 60 seconds. Sometimes when I'm at the gym, I like to stay in one area, so I'll probably show a couple more of these exercises. But shoulders is like a side lateral movement, pressing movement, front raise, And then I'll go to some rear movements where I used to put more side movements, whatever else. But as many of you know, I'm not really working on necessarily the size game as much anymore. Just kind of keep the tone, you know, keep the muscles active. You know, flexibility is important for me. So I just want to make sure that I'm sticking to a routine that allows me not to be drastically sore the next day, but more importantly, just, you know, I want to feel athletic, if that makes sense. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been a little lighter, and I'm actually like probably 226, 227 now, which I know everyone comes up to me like, there's no way you weigh just that much. But I have downsized quite a bit, and that's the goal. 52 in August this year, so just trying to keep my health the most proactive thing. You know, I always talked about the longevity, and, you know, now with TRT Kingdom and, you know, obviously the supplements leading in, you know, different directions with more health aspect and longevity, it's super important for me to kind of live that lifestyle. So besides a perfect diet, the training has to be on point too, and of course the sleep. All right, so this next movement, we're gonna focus mainly on the front delts. Now I do this on an incline bench, so I can really sit, because if you notice, I do a lot of swinging when I train, I admit that. But to isolate a little more, I stay on the incline bench and try to really isolate the front delts. Now, this exercise will work a little bit of the side, mainly the front, which is the goal. So obviously, you want to get those striations here. You know, everyone wants to have the cap delts. Of course, it's going to help with your width. But this exercise was taught to me by Hani when he trained me in 2009 for the comeback. So incline bench, come up about parallel to the floor. But what I'm going to use, guys, are the J-bells. So these J-bells allow me a little more, just a better feel, a little isolation. You can do this with a bar, you can do this with a cable, or dumbbells. But for some reason, to have my hand through the dumbbell, it's going to feel a lot better. So remember, the goal is to train with zero shoulder pain. And I'm one of the fortunate ones at the age over 50, I'm able to do that. So never crazy heavy, just more functional movements and good feel. All right, super important, do not skip rear delts. Remember, back door bicep, that width, all gonna have to do with your rear. All right, so we're gonna do a little abs. Other than that incline bench. So I'm gonna do inclines, ropes, and some hanging leg raises. So normally every other day I'm doing ab training. I've developed this theory. You know, I did this when I was pre-contest. I would do abs every other day, and I was training on like a 2-on, 1-off schedule. But you know, as I've kind of progressed and I train, you know, probably 5, 6, 7 days a week sometimes. So I'm just doing it every other day, especially on back day, because you're working so much of the backside. You know, I want to work the front too. And then obviously leg day, I don't do abs. But I know some of you guys get up early in the morning to do your abs or do sit-ups at night or whatever. But I think anything that necessarily isn't a lot of weight, like I don't use a lot of weight on it. So I do the rope crunches, but very light, and just kind of squeeze and stretch the ab wall. I think it's really important. I mean, you guys that want to hold a tighter midsection, as we get older, it's definitely, you know, you see these guys' stomachs protruding out. So I'm trying to avoid that. So I'm getting the ab training in, more control in the midsection, core. It's super important. So like I said, 3 sets here, and then I'll move over to a rope over here, and then I'll do something where I'm doing my straight leg, hanging leg raises 3, usually like a Roman chair, something like that. So that's it. So I've done this whole shooting today without a tripod. So for you people whose gyms don't allow tripods, I mean, a lot of people are hating that now. So I just kind of set my phone down and just try to avoid. I mean, I'm training at a super quiet gym, so that's a little bit of the advantage. Plus the music's not on very loud, but just keep that in mind. Gym etiquette, you know, people don't want to be in the videos. So I'm a little cautious. Of course, I picked an early time to train because I've been training at night some. But today I wanted to train a little earlier and get it in. So it is Monday, and I did get my work done early, which normally I'm out straight. So I just wanted to come and be able to get some blood in here, show a little cooking, show a little business, and then kind of roll with it from there. So workout is done, and it is 6 o'clock right now. I mentioned on a little earlier, I mentioned about, you know, filming and getting, you know, my sets in and like etiquette and whatnot like that. But one thing I've kind of tried to do, to be honest, is I try to put my phone calls to the side and not be bothered while I train. So I know a lot of you guys have put on your do not disturb during certain times, but remember, the workout should be something that is an outlet for you. So if you're doing your workouts, you know, for things that other than trying to make physical gains, you know, whether it's strength or size or condition or whatever else, I think we all have those goals because we work out for many reasons. But the mental aspect, you know, if you're just, you know, you're swimming or cycling or whatnot, a lot of times, you know, we're just focused on, you know, time or, you know, kind of a heart rate or, you know, calories burned, or, you know, kind of watch how the body is kind of absorbing everything. But I think it's a good time for the outlet. So if you guys are, you know, trying to get an escape, which, you know, that a lot of times I need, especially after, you know, remember, I travel every weekend and I'm at these meet and greets, and it's amazing. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely incredible, but just the time flying through the airports, on the planes, you know, dealing with, you know, the traffic and whatnot, traveling to events, you know, it can be a bit taxing trying to get there on time and be, you know, alert that whole time. And it does take, you know, a lot of commitment to do that. And I think I've experienced that at the highest level, meaning I think I've kind of set the standard on, you know, these meet and greets. You still see me doing it every weekend. And I thought by this point I would kind of be done with that, but I really still enjoy it. And that's why I do it. It's no reason of like I need to do it or anything like that. I just really like to do it. So, you know, I do post those up on my Instagram. It's also on my Jay Cutler Shop appearance schedule. I do have an appearance page on there. But I am taking a break for a minute. I'm not going to be traveling as much. So, that's it. I'm going to film a little bit of food, which I did not do before the gym. I had some pasta and some bison, but I'm going to have, I'm going to go home and I'm going to heat up one of these Jay Cutler bowls from Mega Fit Meals. Show you guys how I kind of skillet instead of microwave it, because we hate the microwave food. And, you know, this will kind of be a little bit of my day. I just wanted to put some of that in there. Not to say it's the only thing I'm going to do today, but I'm going to wind down a little bit. Like I said, normally I'm training sometimes 8, 9 at night, which is kind of nice tonight because I'll be done and eating and everything by 7 o'clock and showered. And I might go in the pool, try to relax a little bit and just have a little downtime because it's been hectic the last few months. And then, you know, right back at it again. But that's it. I just wanted to share that. Let's put the phones down once in a while as I'm sitting here filming while I'm training, which I don't encourage everyone to do because I still think the training should be the outlet. But today was kind of a content day. It was Monday. I really wanted to kind of dive into the week a little stronger. And I think that's why I chose to do the filming today. And normally I have, you know, J-Mac or Dave filming stuff, but I wanted to do something a little different and give you guys a little insight on what I have going on. So, all right, guys. So I'm getting ready to cook some food here. I'm gonna prop this bad boy up. So this is a cooked meal. It's actually a JayCutler signature meal. I'm gonna put this into a skillet. I actually grilled some onions in here. Added some onions to it, even though there's onions in it. I'm gonna cook this bad boy up. All right, so I have someone to film me right here. So hang tight.
What are we cooking here?
Chicken rice, broccoli, pea pods, some onions. I did a little extra in there. I don't usually use the teriyaki, but I'm going to use a little bit just so I don't waste it. How's that?
So this make a third meal?
This is a mega good. This is a great cover. So, I was just talking about, by the way, Nixie's getting pretty trained, actually. We're pretty happy about that, right? Mm-hmm. Show a little bit about, so we got half the kitchen done. We still have to do the lighting, the floor, coffee maker, ice maker. Mm-hmm. What else? Do you finally get your farmer's sink, huh?
Yeah.
Happy with it?
Yes.
And you've got these, and some, where'd you buy them from?
Amazon.
Okay, Amazon. So we get that. And ready to rock and roll.
Turning into a beautiful kitchen.
What do you think about me and coupons?
I think it's awesome.
So tell everyone about my coupon.
I think Jay's so cute. He does coupon, but only if we could get you to pick out the correct fruit.
So when I say coupons, we have these mailers. It's just amazing how they
know exactly.
They track you to what you buy. And Smith's, which is where we do our grocery shopping, has, can you believe, I used to cut coupons.
Me too.
But now, because we do the saver, like the scan, like the digital coupons. But hey, you know what? Gotta save everywhere, I know.
My mom used to have a coupon pouch. Do you remember?
I know, it's so funny though, but because I don't think a lot of people pay attention to the coupon deals. And I think there's actually some good ones. So like I said, so I mix this up a little bit. I like to kind of brown the rice a little bit. Just gives a little more flavor, and I was always a fresh food eater. So like I was super picky with my food, meaning like I hated heating up my meals. Obviously when I was traveling and whatnot, but when I trained for the shows, I had to like cook my meals. I was talking about how you just made you made the pasta and sauce
Bolognese.
Meat. What do you call it?
Bolognese.
Yeah.
But I used bison, so it was very
a little
healthy.
leftover here.
And I made this homemade
You made
tomatoes. Tomatoes.
Yeah, tell everyone you're cooking. When did you learn? What age do you think you learned to cook at?
By 10.
Really? Dude, at 10, I was making steakums and grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I used to grill my peanut
You
butter.
made me want to have a steak.
Yeah, those are so good, weren't they? I used to put with cheese.
Yes.
You put cheese on them.
You used to put the
You know what's
Velveeta
funny?
cheese.
These kids, like if you're watching this and you're a kid, you'd have no idea what steakums are.
Those are the best.
I'm surprised because you're still, you're 10 years, not quite 10 years.
Yeah, I'm very young compared to you. Yeah, I'm kidding.
You're what?
Very young compared to you.
Not really.
You're still very handsome, though.
Well, not about handsome. It's about being agile and being.
And you look very, very good. What is that? Creativity.
So I'm probably gonna wrap this vlog up because I didn't want to show every single meal. I think it's a pretty lengthy one. So I got a little bit at the office today, training. Like I said, I mentioned something about this we're working on. I want to show this.
That's all you see.
We're testing more and more samples always, guys. We have a million different samples in here. And but stay tuned because we've been waiting for that, right?
Yes, we have.
And I hope everyone enjoyed my vlog. Gonna have some water after training, nice meal, and get on with the night, right? What do we have planned for tonight?
Relaxation. Relaxation.
All right, thank you guys. We are out, and we'll see you at the next one.
Bye.
No mercy for you, no worries for you. That Game of Thrones, go Cersei on you. I flipped the script, I roll the dice. Don't fall asleep, cause I'm working nights. Hey, you trying to shut